This is it. This is it. A whole year of Throwback Thursday guests, and this is the big one. On the line right now, Candace Cameron Bure, DJ Tanner, on with DJ Tanner. How are you?
Good.
I was getting worried, Candace. I didn't think that, you would actually agree to it.
Only because you're DJ Tanner.
That made my life, I think. That's amazing. I feel
Play
like...
that for Throwback Thursday.
I feel like we've collided. We're both alive to tell the tale. Isn't that when like doppelgangers meet? Isn't that one of... How does that work out?
Aren't we supposed to look alike?
I guess. Yeah. I think you win in the looks category.
Are you 5'2" with blonde hair? And so sometimes when someone's like tweeting something about DJ Tanner, it could be about you. It could be about me. We'll just never really know.
Unfortunately, though, the Twitter handle at DJ Tanner has, I think some lady named Deborah has it, and she's like living somewhere in the U.S., so neither of us got it.
Bummer. Well, that's okay. If it becomes available, you are welcome to take it.
Now, do you still stay in touch with all those guys from the show?
We really are a close bunch. We all hang out. We all get together. We're at events together, so our pictures get taken. But I mean, we hang out without the cameras quite often. So, I mean, that just kind of goes to show you that what you saw in Full House was pretty real, and we're very much like a family. So if you follow me on Instagram or Twitter or Facebook or whatever, I mean, I always post those pictures because the fans love it.
Yeah, it was actually, I got to talk to Bob. We met years ago in Regina. We've kind of stayed in touch since. But he was saying, too, at one point that I don't think there's really been a show since that's kind of had the same values and the same message, such a wholesome show. Do you agree? Do you think there's anything nowadays that you would say is good for families and kids?
Well, I don't know that there's been a show quite like Full House since, because most of the programming now is either geared towards adults or geared toward kids, and there aren't a lot of shows that cater to families for all ages. Mm-hmm. So I don't want to speak so highly about Full House, but it was pretty special. I think that's the reason why it's still in syndication and it still runs, because there aren't really many shows like that anymore.
Yeah, very true. You were, like, a lot of people really think, I think you were part of their family growing up too, because you got so involved in the show. It must be very, very cool to be a part of so many lives in that way.
It is cool. When people come up and recognize me, but then I look different just because I'm old, and then they'll be like, were you at my cousin's wedding? Like, how do I know you? And so people always think I'm a part of their family or something. It's like, nope, I was in your living room every week, but not because you really know me or I didn't go to school with you.
Well, I think you mean older, not you're not old.
Well, yeah, I know I'm not old. I say that all the time, and my husband and my friends get mad at me. But I have 2 teenagers and a tween, so some days I just feel old.
Now, what is that like? They go to school, they have friends, and then do they know who you are and who their dad is? Does that come back to them?
They do, and they all handle it kind of differently. Like my daughter. Like, it's okay. I mean, she appreciates what I do, and she likes acting and singing and all that, but she doesn't really like when her friends talk about it too much. Whereas, she's polite about it, but she doesn't engage in the conversation. Whereas my son, my youngest, who just started 6th grade, he started a new school, and he's like, Mom, I don't really have any friends. And so the first week went by. Well, the second week, someone figured out that I was his mom. And he came back from school, and I go, Buddy, how was your day? And he goes, it was the best day I ever had. And I said, why? And he goes, because everyone figured out who you are, and everyone wants to be my friend. So I have a ton of friends now, Mom.
That's amazing.
So he loved it. And, of course, we had the conversation. Well, that's great. Enjoy, but, make sure that you're choosing friends who want to really be your friend and blah, blah, blah. But anyway, it thrilled him. So he loves when people know who his dad is or know who I am. He just kind of takes it and runs and has a blast with it.
Yeah, I could see where people would maybe want to, befriend somebody like that, because Christmas time, you must get some pretty cool presents if those are your parents. Wow.
You'd think, but think.
Now, how about these? There were some rumors, and I think you actually kind of silenced them online about the return of the show. There were some people thinking that it might come back, and it'd be the show be based around now your character's children. That's all not true, right?
Well, the article that came out, that it was a hoax. It was like an April Fool's joke that had resurfaced from after a year. So, yeah, we kind of, even the network and stuff had put a squash to that rumor. But I said in a tweet, never say never. There's lots of stuff that's going on, and everyone's always working. I know fans would love it, but I mean, there's nothing that's happening with that.
Well, they are making a Girl Meets World. Do you know about this?
Yeah, definitely. There's lots of shows that are returning. So who knows? It's like you can't ever say anything in this industry until a contract is signed and you see something on the air, because you never know what people are thinking and what executives want.
Now, you were talking about Twitter, just briefly mentioned it. Now, I know you are a huge New Kids on the Block fan, correct?
Yes, I am.
Now, see, I was just on Twitter, just thought I'd give you your just a final rundown, see what you're up to, whatnot. And I noticed when I look at your profile, it says people recommended to follow. It gives me Donnie Wahlberg.
Really?
Did you know that? That's apparently how Twitter sees you and Donnie Wahlberg in the same club. That must be pretty good.
Because really, I'm a Joey girl.
Is that who you are? Yeah.
So yeah, I'm a Joey girl.
It also gave me Ricky Lake and Melissa Joan Hart too. So I don't know.
I don't know.
Not so much about the other two.
Follow at your own discretion.
All right, Candace Cameron Bure, thank you so much for the time. That has been great to talk to you, and you continue to inspire people and be a part of so many people's lives, and it's amazing that you do that. That's incredible. So thank you.
Well, thanks so much.
Okay, cool.
Interview.
Thank you very much, and best of luck, and take care.
Okay, thanks. You too.